Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Tampa, St. Pete, Sarasota edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On today's show, we have some ideas and insight you're going to love, starting with wealth management, keeping your finances on track. Plus, Balancing Act goes on location to discover incredible career opportunities for women at Walmart. Carlstedt's Flowers. Just when you thought you knew everything about flowers, there's this. Rebuilt meals, healthy and tasty home meal delivery to your door. And Dr. Andi Campitelli, a leading naturopathic doctor, shares her insight on how to cope with our current pandemic.
Do you have a financial roadmap? Truth is, we all need one. How do you want to spend your retirement? Do you want to travel? Do you want to see the world? Are you saving up for college for the kids? Well, we know some folks who have some great advice no matter where you are in life. Check this out.
My name is Don Todd. I am the founder and owner of Structure Wealth Management.
My name is Andrea Bernard, and I am Structure Wealth Management's client associate.
A certified financial planner operates on a fiduciary capacity, putting your interests first. Structure Wealth Management, the name is based off taking many moving complex parts and bringing it together to formulate a personalized plan for the client.
Donald says financial planning is definitely not a one-size-fits-all concept. Markets and the economic environment are always changing.
It's important to realize that we all come from different walks of life. We have a different perception on risk tolerance, goals, time horizon, and available resources in which to work with. I think, and have had the most success, taking a personalized approach when it comes to beginning one's planning.
Client service is at the heart of my position. No 2 days are ever the same here in the office, and our schedule tends to run around what our clients' needs are for that particular day.
This is an extreme case, but for example, we had a client win the lottery years back. As you can imagine, liquidation events such as that completely changed our course of action.
Our clients lead very busy lives, and they want the comfort and confidence to know that when they pick up the phone to contact us, that their service needs are handled in a prompt and professional manner that they can depend on.
Here are a few financial strategies you might want to consider.
Well, someone who's younger in the earlier stage of their life cycle, generally not always the case, but are going to be more aggressive, and they'll position their assets more towards growth with the understanding that those assets could be subject to higher ranges of volatility, as opposed to someone who in the later part of their life cycle or more conservative, they're going to position their assets for preservation of capital and to produce income with the hopes of eliminating potential higher volatility.
The term risk tolerance is a big factor when deciding on investments that are right for you and your family. Maybe you've never heard of this before.
Risk tolerance is a client's appetite for potential fluctuation within their investments. It is important for us advisors to make sure their investments are properly aligned with the risk tolerance so the client has a comfort in their plan and are able to sleep at night. We partner with multiple CPAs and estate planners, and it's important to make sure that all parties are involved are working together for the benefit of the client.
Wealth management is a relationship-centered business, and the relationships we cultivate with our clients is part of what makes this industry so special.
And in case you're wondering, it's never too soon to teach your children about the importance of financial planning.
I think money management can start at a very young age with giving a small child an allowance and teaching them the value of money. I think you can teach them never to spend every cent that they have and make saving a lifelong practice.
Feel free to use us as a resource. We're always available, and if you have any questions when it comes to planning or even want a second opinion, we offer a free consultation, and we'd love the opportunity to bring structure to your financial planning or well-being.
What great advice. I love that. If you want more information about Structure Wealth Management, go to structure, capital W, capital M.com, or go to our website, thebalancingact.com. Looking for a new career that you'll love? Don't miss our next story.
When it comes to women in the workforce, a true career path exists right here at Walmart. I'm on location today, and I'm at one of their distribution centers. And joining me today as well is Monique PQ. She is Walmart's Senior Vice President of Supply Chain. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming. We're glad you're here.
I'm thrilled. I know I'm going to learn a lot, especially when it comes to Walmart and just the empowerment that you give to women, which I must say, when one thinks of Walmart, Monique, it's just like, the retail store, you go and you go out, but it's more than that, isn't it?
It's absolutely more than that. I like to think of it as Walmart beyond stores, because you go to stores and we have great careers there. There are a lot of women who lead our stores, but we have engineers, we have pharmacists, we have merchandising, we even have real estate. There's not too much we don't have. It's a great place for diversification of skill. I mean, finance and accounting, you name it, we got it. It's a really, really good place. We have more than 11,000 opportunities for you to work at different locations. I'm also proud to say that Walmart actually has 2 women CEOs.
Speaking of opportunities, I think you're going to introduce me to a woman who has been working for Walmart some 24 years, and she started like from the bottom up. I mean, she's really, really climbed the ladder.
She's a rock star, like me and you.
Like,
rock
rock star! And now I'm joined by Danielle Sexton. She is a General Transportation Manager for Walmart. You are really the story. You have been working for them for 24 years, right?
24 years.
Okay, how did it start, Danielle? You walk into Walmart, how old are you?
I am 22 years old.
22, you're a
fresh
baby.
Out of college. I learned I love to lead. This job is really, truly all about leading people. The opportunity for me came to go into transportation department where I could lead truck drivers.
It's more than just up the ladder. It's education as well that Walmart provides. Talk to me about that.
There is nothing that you can't do in this company.
Okay, I've never really actually seen one of these. Can you show me the truck?
I would love to show you a truck. Oh,
we've got a lot to choose from, so which one? Well, I'm just going to state the obvious. This is big. This is big. All right, I noticed a lot of safety features here.
Oh, we have the safest equipment on the road, Olga.
It's a lot of stuff here.
There is a lot of stuff. There's a lot to go on. You get your load assignments through your onboard computer. We have an on-guard sensor in the front of the tractor that makes sure it's collision avoidance to allow any collision that might go on.
And if somebody gets in the way, where's the horn?
Wow, the horn works great, but that air horn works even better there, Olga.
All right, so I have 3 fabulous drivers, or associates, I should say. So, Dwan, how long have you been driving?
11 years.
Allison?
24 years.
Wow.
29 years.
So would you recommend this, Allison, to someone out there that says, gosh, I'd love to do something different with my life? And
working here is more than just being a truck driver. We've got great opportunities, doors open.
Just that connection of working with new hires, of just seeing that spark in their eye when we've been able to teach them something new. I mean, it's a great feeling.
That's great. Dwan, really? Look at the size of this thing. You weren't intimidated by this?
No.
Huh?
I was born to drive.
Born to drive it?
Yeah.
Easy?
Easy. It's oversized Cadillac.
Oversized Cadillac. Well, ladies, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, ladies, had a good time?
Great time. I've learned so much. I even spoke to 3 of your associate drivers. Fantastic. I mean, I think combined they have more than 50 years.
50 years.
50 years of driving. They're
Fabulous
great.
women.
Oh, I'm telling you. You can see how Walmart values women, the opportunities. I don't think a lot of women out there realize that.
But guess what? They do now, because we have you helping us tell our story. And so it's so important to make sure that women know we have fabulous opportunities, and we want you to come and be part of the Walmart family. And I appreciate you coming out to help us make sure we get that message out.
So for our viewers who'd like more information on Walmart, becoming a driver, where do they go, Monique?
You know what? Right here. Right here. Here's a wonderful opportunity. DriveForWalmart.com. We are hiring drivers, and it's a wonderful opportunity that if you don't want to drive, guess what? We have other options. Go to our website, Walmart.com careers, and you'll find lots of options.
Great stuff. And besides, I also had a lot of fun. I actually pulled what was it called?
Air horn?
I pulled the air 4 times.
Oh, don't you feel empowered?
Did you know the flowers need us just as much as we need them? Who knew? Take a look.
I believe flowers need us as much as we need them because it's all energy. Your energy, I'm energy. This flower comes from a seed. We get to get our hands dirty, we get to work a little bit. Let's take this bouquet, for instance. So if you just pick this up at the grocery, it really doesn't look like this, right? So it usually comes in its little flower packet, in its little plastic wrapper. So we take them apart and we say what we want. We project to them what we want them to say to the world. So this would have my energy written all over it. There are plenty of studies that are out there about flowers in hospitals that when flowers are in a room, they change the whole energy. The mood is better, so all of a sudden my blood pressure is better, all of a sudden I may not need those medicines, and the fact of the energy of the person who sent those to me. It makes a difference, it matters.
Alice should know she's the owner of FlowerGeneral.com by Carlstedt, a leading distributor of fresh cut flowers and floral accessories throughout the Southeast. Her company collaborates with floral providers, vendors, and customers all over the world.
I want to talk to you today about putting flowers together for yourself. I love to play flower shop. Everybody has curly willow in their yard, or your aunt or your neighbor does. And you just put it inside, and now you've got some really curious stuff going on in the vase. I take hydrangea, I cut this. We're gonna cut it a little bit slanted because we don't want it to touch the bottom and we don't want foliage in the container. So I'm gonna take my flowers and then I'm gonna create something really special. And I had a beautiful little rose, look at this. We're gonna make him our focal point. We just wanna put them in there and just let them speak to you. Let the flowers do the talking.
Alice has more flower tips you're going to love.
So we're gonna start with our heliconia. That's gonna be our focal point. So we're gonna just set him in here, let him just kind of fall like he wants to, and then we're gonna build an arrangement. Now remember when we said we really want some curious things in our arrangement? That's what's gonna make it unique. So we've got some great tropical foliage and we got some great things going on, and it just makes it fun. So let's just drop them in like we want to. Now, I can use this for a baby shower. I can use this for a party. I can use this for my friends on Friday night, watching Netflix, whatever you're gonna do. You have an arrangement and it's yours. You own this arrangement. So put your name on it and enjoy.
And with Carlstedt's Floral Concierge Service, there is always a reason to celebrate.
So I just wanted to show you one other thing. We love birds of paradise, right? One little neat trick that we have is you see how they're open and they're beautiful? I want to show you, sometimes they just kind of stay. And I wanted to show you with the heat of your hand, you can open this up and let it show, right? Look at this, look at this. It's called birthing the bird, right? And so now they're all open and waving. Remember, flowers need us as much as we need them.
So now I finally know how to put a proper bouquet together. And for more information about Carlstedt's, go to FlowerGeneral.com or check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
Look, you know I love eating fresh, healthy meals, but who has time to cook?
That's right. And these days, who really wants to shop for all those ingredients? Well, we have the solution. It's called Rebuilt Meals, and I love what they write here. Cook less, live more.
Oh, yeah.
At Rebuilt Meals, we cook, prepare, portion, and home deliver ready-made meals for our clients. Our goal is to cook less and live more, and that really allows our clients to do whatever they want to do and not have to cook.
Rebuilt Meals home delivers healthy and nutritious meals statewide. No cooking, no prepping, just heat and eat.
So the misconception about healthy meals not having any flavor can be true for some companies, but not for Rebuilt Meals. You know, our culinary team and our executive chef Matthew spend a lot of time to figure out what components and ingredients can make our meals taste delicious, but still maintain their macro balance. We pride ourselves on having the largest variety of meals in the entire country. I say that without hesitation. We really want to be able to suit everyone's needs, and that's a difficult thing to do. So we have one of our plans is gluten, dairy, and soy free. Then we have our keto. We have our plant-based plan, which is vegetarian and vegan friendly. We have our traditional plan, and then we also have kids meals, and we have an a la carte plan, which you can order from around 50 items by the pound and portion to fit your exact macro needs. So we don't do things the easy way. We have a rotating menu. So our menu has 30 plus new items every single week.
There are lots of plans to choose from on their website, and the menu changes every week.
We have 6 different meals for each one of our meal plans. We use 3 base proteins: beef, turkey, and chicken. We don't use seafood in our meals, but we have an amazing variety because every single week there's different recipes for those 3 base proteins. But we don't limit it by which plan you order. So you can order our traditional plan, but order meals from Performance. You can mix and match however fits your needs, whatever you see is most exciting on the menu for you, and then choose your meals every single week to have the most control of your plan. So we have our culinary team over here in Tampa, and led by our executive chef, Matthew. So, he creates the meals, creates the recipes, passes it down the line, and then our team comes together, in unison to create the perfect dish. So our packaging took us a long time to decide what we're gonna use. We didn't take the decision lightly, and we looked at all of our options. We ultimately chose a reduced oxygen packaging machine. So what this does is our meals go through this chamber, the oxygen gets removed and gets pumped with a different gas, and if you didn't know, oxygen makes food go bad. So when we take that out of the meal, it really, really increases the freshness and longevity of that meal once it's sealed on top. So our meals are perfect for every lifestyle, no matter what your goals, what your plans are for life. We have a meal that will really fit your needs, and let's show you how we do it.
Beef.
Little salt.
Little salt, give it the extra flavor we need. So now that we've got the color on the beef, I can turn the heat down a little bit. And we'll just let this go until the beef is finished cooking.
And just like that, dinner.
Wow, this is so good. And they ship throughout Florida.
I like the corn zucchini fritters.
I'm looking at this fennel-infused chicken.
Yeah, eat it together.
Nice.
I love it. For more information about Rebuilt Meals, go to rebuiltmeals.com. And of course, you can go to our website. What is it?
Of course, thebalancingact.com.
This pulled. Welcome back to The Balancing Act. I'm joined now by Dr. Andi Campitelli. She is a leading naturopathic doctor based in Toronto, Canada. Welcome, doctor, to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Great having you, doctor. I was reading here, doctor, you're an educator, health specialist, and a new mom. Congratulations. Tell us about the beautiful baby.
Oh, she's lovely. She's 5 weeks old today, actually. And thankfully, I'm very lucky. She's a very sweet baby and doesn't fuss a lot. So knock on wood that she stays that way, but we'll see. But it's been wonderful so far.
Doctor, let me ask you something. As I read your title, a leading naturopathic doctor, can you explain that for our viewers? I'll be honest, I have never heard of it.
Sure. So essentially all naturopathic doctors we're trained. It's still 4-year undergrad, 4 years post-grad. And essentially the focus of our practice is trying to use lifestyle, diet, supplements, nutraceuticals when it comes to health, restoring health. There's a really big focus on preventative medicine as well, so trying to prevent the onset of disease. But our primary focus is on what can we do to fix the terrain, fix the body, find out what's really going wrong, what it was that caused you to come to this place of poor health, and how do we fix all that so you don't get there again, as opposed to just giving a pill or a Band-Aid to try and fix it.
So today, with the anxiety that people are feeling, with the isolation that they could be, what is your advice? What could people do to help minimize that stress? I'm not saying it's going to go away, but maybe minimize it.
Absolutely. So the first thing is social connection. So whether it's through, a video, a FaceTime or a Zoom or something like that, connect with your family, friends, colleagues. That's the first thing, so that people don't feel so isolated. And then the second thing is really managing that stress response. We know that stress causes chronic illness. It's sort of the disease of our century. So you really have to implement things that help your body bring that stress response down. So whether that's sort of deep breathing or mindfulness, a lot of gyms and yoga studios are transitioning to an online platform. So if you can engage in those online platforms where there's still a community component, but helping your body to bring that stress response down is very important.
Any other tips you would have for just keeping that immune system strong?
Absolutely. And so this is the time where sort of the body and the terrain matter the most. We see that the individuals who suffer from coronavirus, those who already have a chronic illness, are not faring quite as well if they get sick. So this is where the terrain and the health of our body becomes really important. We need to make sure that our diet is really healthy and sort of on track and on point. Exercise and movement, if you can, that's very important. So going for walks, engaging those online platforms that the gyms are offering now, also very important. And then other things, for example, like the microbiome. So about 90% of our immune system comes from our gut. And if your microbiome's not functioning the way it should, then your immune system's not functioning. So again, you're becoming more susceptible to getting sick and then not being able to fight the infection.
I want to thank you so much for your time. I really thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And enjoy your beautiful baby girl.
Oh, thank you, I will.
Be safe and be healthy.
Thank you, you too.
Well, let's check in with Ryan Stanley. Ryan and I go way back on Military Makeover. He's always transforming our homes for our veterans. But what you might not know about him is that he's a trained executive chef. So Ryan, what quick and easy family meal are you working on today?
Thanks, Montel. Hey, let me tell you, I'm as equally comfortable in the kitchen as I am on the construction site. What a lot of people don't know, I was a trained executive chef for quite a while. So I'm gonna bring some of those skills into your home today. We're gonna take the everyday boring meal like tacos. Who doesn't like tacos? Everybody loves tacos, but we're gonna elevate it in what I call semi-homemade. What does that mean? We're gonna take everyday items you can find at the grocery store, like these taco shells, taco seasoning mix, and we're gonna use them to elevate the dinner a little bit. So the first thing that we're gonna do is gather all the ingredients. We have a bunch of fresh vegetables and everything here. Today, really, really important, wash your vegetables. You don't know who's been touching them, and they've coughed over them. Make sure you wash your hands properly, rinse them under cold water for at least a good minute, and that's gonna get any bacteria and germs off. Now we're gonna start with our sauce, actually, because we want the flavors to marinate. We have about a cup of sour cream here. We need some fresh lime and some salt and pepper. This is called a microplaner. It's like a grater, except it's very, very small. All you simply wanna do is just rub the lime down on there. That's gonna give you that nice lime and lemon or orange flavor without the bitterness or sourness of the juice or the rind. Now, take our sour cream, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. We will put our lime zest in there. And we also want the juice of about one lime. Boom, just like that. That's it, set that aside. All right, so now we've prepped our green peppers, tomatoes, and onions. Next thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna combine these a little bit in a bowl, almost like a pico de gallo. We wanna add everything together, some salt and pepper. And then we wanna add some lime juice, just make it that much fresher, give it a little bit more of acidity. Give that a good stir and just set it aside. All right, so now I promised you we're gonna upscale this recipe. Instead of just ground hamburger, turkey, or chicken, we're gonna get fancy here, folks. We got some shrimp, which I just bought the frozen shrimp in the shell. You just thaw them out, peel the tails and the shells off. And we got some steak here. I got some New York strips. First, we're gonna start with the shrimp. Real easy, hot pan, some oil. Just gonna throw some shrimp in there. But because we wanna keep it authentic with the flavor, we're gonna use the same taco seasoning that you would buy for the hamburger, and we're gonna add that directly to the shrimp. Just gonna give those a good stir. So the nice thing about shrimp, not only do they taste amazing, they cook really fast. Usually about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the heat of your pan, is all that it takes. Once they turn nice and white, you know they're done. Transfer them to a bowl. All right, so now we're gonna cook our steak. Now there's a couple keys to doing this correctly. One, have a nice hot pan. So go ahead and put that in medium-high heat and get it nice and hot. And then once again, just use the taco seasoning that came in with your kit. In the pan with some oil. Make sure it's nice and hot. In the pan we go. All right, hear that nice sizzle? That's what we're looking for. I like to use romaine lettuce because it's really easy to use. It's got a really nice flavor. It looks awesome. With our tacos, I like to use more of a whole leaf so that it just kind of lays in, it doesn't fall over the place. With the salad, I like to chop it up. The other thing you want to do is if you're going to use some taco shells, now you can just use them fresh out of the box. There's no problem with that. Or you can heat them up in the oven. Just follow the directions on the box. All right, so now we're all set up to assemble our tacos. I like to take the whole lettuce leaf, just kind of set that in there like that. Less mess to get on you. I'm gonna take a little bit of a 3-cheese Mexican blend, set those in there just like that. I'm gonna take some of our beautifully cooked shrimp. We're gonna take some of our fresh cut onions, green peppers, and tomatoes. Just put that on there. And then to top it all off, some of this beautiful lime sour cream. Just put a little dollop on the top. For freshness, some cilantro. Beautiful shrimp tacos. Look how good those look. And not only that, the flavors are fresh and amazing. Something out of the ordinary, out of ordinary stuff in the house. All right, so now we're just gonna assemble our steak salad. Remember, it is a salad, so you can be generous with the lettuce, just like that. Now, for some color and some crunch, we're gonna take some of our taco shells and just go ahead and break them up, crush them over the top. Let's add some of our beautiful pico de gallo. I like to put the cheese under the meat because the meat is still hot. So when you set the meat on top, it's gonna melt the cheese. Gonna add some of these beautiful strips of steak, just like that. And then some nice, fresh lime sour cream. And you know what, why not? I love me some salsa. We're gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of salsa on the outside. Look at that, how fresh, how amazing. Hey, I don't know what you're having. I'm having surf and turf tacos. I really hope you enjoyed it. This is a nice way to elevate those ordinary meals into something extraordinary. Look more on the website for these recipes and more. Thank you for watching.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.